It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Memphis Egyptians. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Memphis. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
Dak going to start out going to the air. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Prescott from the gun. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Play action now, Prescott. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And it's a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Back to throw here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Garabay's kick is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. They go play action here on 1st down. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Here's 2nd and 8. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Memphis in possession of the football. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Egyptians have moved out in front. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 29, Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Floyd. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Prescott to throw it. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. The 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On first down, it's Floyd. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. They set up the nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. Then the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Egyptians will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Prescott looks to throw on first. Dumping this off underneath to Booker. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw again on second down. Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A first down throw for Prescott. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Garabay's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Tucker now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Aaron Jones, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Damian Pierce, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for our home team, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. And they'll send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Able to find Floyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. This is Booker on the dump ball. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Play action now. Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Prescott off play action. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Throwing, Prescott steps away to his left, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Algier, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
It looked like they had the run stopped at the line of scrimmage, but the hand got up into the face mask, and the officials, they were looking for it. They spotted it.
It's an easy call, too, when it's right in front of them. You see that neck twist just a little bit.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyler Algier, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games?
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. On play action, they'll throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Back now in Memphis, Tennessee, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Just past him at the 45. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott caught by Wilson. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. For Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Touchdown, Raiders! Amari Cooper, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They run once more with Taylor. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. So that one a 13-play drive in total. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So Dak Prescott of the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 26 seconds to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here. Starting with 1st and 10. That's caught by Wilson. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game.
Instead, second down. Now Dak.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Oh, what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the home team here,
they do get the victory that pushes them over 500 for the season as they finish at 9-8.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7.
And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.